Alrighty, good morning everybody. Welcome to my morning ride, episode 4, where I ride to work and you listen to me babble and babble and babble. Have an important meeting at work today, so we had to head out a little bit early. But that's not a bad thing. That just means that it's nice and cool. It's not so hot. So we're vibing. I've actually been looking at different type of, or I should say, I want to start looking at different types of jackets and pants I can get for when riding, because I have this black one, which is the only one that I have, and it's probably too early. It's probably great for protection, but man, it does not do well in the sun. The sun beats down on this thing and it gets toasty really, really quick. So I need something that can hold up to this Southern California heat just a little bit more. Alright, we're going to be making our famous right-hand turn. But there's a car coming. And we're off. Oh, I did not get enough coffee. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. But yeah, so I did not get enough coffee this morning. I'm trying to race into work so I can make a couple cups before the meeting starts, because I need my coffee. I am 100% addicted to caffeine, and that's okay. I'm proud. I'm loud and I'm proud. It's gonna be okay. Oh, man, this light always takes so long. And we're off. Luckily that wasn't too long. Now everybody's slowing down. We're going to fight traffic a little bit. I was hoping since I got out a little bit early there wouldn't be as much. Which it doesn't look like there is, but there's still some. Which is not what I want. I want it to be open road, open highway. Just me and the wind. Alright, am I going to... No, we're going to go a different route today. We're going to have it easy now, so it's more difficult later. Let's go. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for jackets or pants that do well in the heat, but also still remain protective against falls and abrasions, please let me know in the comments below. Oops, school bus. Oh, they had the wrong turn signal on. Okay, interesting. Well, this is not what I wanted, but it's the way the cards fall sometimes. Alright, they're turning right. We're going to be turning left, so it's not going to be our problem for long. Here we go. Oh, beautiful green light and nobody coming. Can't ask for much more than that. So I was thinking kind of my evolution of when I started to ride a motorcycle. Because when I got my first motorcycle, the Vulcan 650, it was kind of funny because I didn't have a motorcycle license at the time. I went to the dealership and I bought it. And I had somebody else ride it home, and it got there, it just sat in the garage, and while I was taking the MSF course, I would pull the Vulcan out of the garage in my driveway, which is long. It's not super long, but it's good enough, gets the job done. Definitely not short. And I would literally just start the Vulcan, drive in a straight line, barely even getting out of the clutch zone, hardly ever hitting first gear, get to the top of my driveway, and then just roll back down. And I had practiced that over and over and over and over and over again, every time, every day, until I got my motorcycle license. Now you need to be careful doing that, because I had been doing it for like 4 days and I thought I was the bee's knees, and then one day I accidentally popped the clutch, got into first, And dude, I shot across my street, which is a highway, so fucking fast. It was scary. That was a one-time thing. We're okay now. Bike was okay. I didn't drop it. Almost did, but I did. That's funny. Oh, there's some GTA jumps over there. Alright, our time is now. Getting ready to fight for our lives. Ooh, 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 ooh. That was close. That was close. Yeah, but she caught it. That was okay. That was funny. Almost another clip. I would have done the point. Alright, there's definitely less traffic. If I'm able to get into the carpool lane without having to fight anybody, traffic's pretty far forward. Alright, let's just go ahead and hop on here. Keep on moving. One of the funniest things when you're lane splitting is people's radios, people with aftermarket radios and cell phone systems are like an echo chamber on a motorcycle. Like I hope you know, if you didn't know this, you should. Everybody can hear your phone conversation outside of the car. Everybody. It's so loud, so clear, and so audible. So don't say anything you wouldn't want anybody else to know. Because I hear everything. And I'll tell. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful again. One more time. And then hitting the carpool lane. Such a beauty. And I've said this multiple times, but the carpool lane is much safer than sitting in traffic. I'm willing to take whatever repercussion comes if a cop stops me and says, oh, you crossed over the white lines. It's like, yeah, but okay, fine. You know, I did something illegal, whatever, but it was safer for me. That's all that matters. But yeah, after I got my Vulcan and I'd been practicing, got my license and stuff, I told myself I wasn't going to ride on the highway soon, but that did not last very long. I think I went 2 days, because I got my license on a Friday. 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, just riding around, and then Monday I rode it to work, so I had to get on the highway. And I was working morning shift too, so I was getting up at 3 a.m. and being out of the house by 4 to be at work by 5, so it was complete pitch black the first time that I rode on the highway. I had my little retro reflective vest on, probably doing just the speed limit, 65, but I made it and I'm here now. Call that a win. But yeah, from there I never tried to be afraid when out on the motorcycle, because I figured stuff is going to happen eventually. You're going to get in situations where you need to have a little bit of chutzpah, you know? Stuff like going on the highway, riding in the rain, lane splitting. I figured there were times where they were going to be necessary. So I decided to start practicing them on my own terms and not just waiting for it to happen. Which, if you think about it, or well, at least when I think about it, it makes a lot of sense, because you don't want to have to do something not on your terms that's scary for the first time. Like, take the highway for example. Let's say you're just riding around in an unknown area, you take a wrong turn, and you get stuck in a no merge lane, and then all of a sudden you're merging onto the highway because you can't get off, and you've never been on the highway before. Not only do you have the terrible anxiety of having to get on the highway, but then you actually get pushed onto the highway and you're not ready. So what I always recommend people is find an on-ramp that has an off-ramp right next to it, quarter of a mile down the road. Just take your bike out and practice. Hit the highway, have some fun, just for a few seconds, get used to your bike at the higher speeds. That way you at least have the feeling. So if you have to do highway when you don't want to, you're at least kind of prepared. Whoa, just hit a warm pocket of air. That's weird. I don't know what that is. Alright, merging into a little bit more traffic here. Always scary. Just keep your head up, keep your wits about you, and you're gonna be fine. But going back to the discussion earlier about doing things on your own terms, same thing goes with riding in the rain. Now you should try to avoid riding in the rain whenever possible. On a motorcycle it's tough, because not only are you susceptible to getting wet, the rain coming down on you, not only are the roads 10 times as slick and you're more likely to fall, which is terrifying, but just the overall conditions are terrible. I mean, you can't see anything. Your helmet instantaneously becomes you cannot see through it. It is no longer visible through your helmet. It's terrible. You have to keep wiping, and then if you don't have the right gloves, that doesn't even work. Then your hand's all wet. Ugh, terrible. Use your blinker. Thank you for using your blinker and looking. I appreciate you. And then same thing with lane splitting. There might be a scenario where you have to split between 2 or 3 cars, and you don't want to have to do it when it's game time, Go out, be on your own terms. Like, I really can't think of a scenario where you'd have to lane split. But I don't know, let's say you're in a medical emergency on your bike and you're trying to get somewhere quick and you're at a red light and you have to get through, a row of 10 cars. It's going to be terrifying your first time, especially with that many cars. Go practice on your own terms. Go find 2 cars next to each other, just a single row, and split between them the first time. Get used to it. Understand what it feels like to pass a car that stopped while you're doing 20 miles an hour. It's not scary, it's just different. You might think it's scary the first time, but it's just different, I promise you. No motorcyclists behind us, that's good. And now we're just moving along. Nothing, not a care in the world. Not even traffic. It's a beautiful thing, really. We're actually moving along at a pretty good pace, too. So that's always good. There we are. Oh, absolute legend right here. Love that. Love to see it. And then everything kind of speeds up. Just get over a little bit, Honda. Just a little bit. That's all I'm asking. If you're in a car, or a cage, as some might say, use your signal. Look over your shoulder before you change lanes. That's all we're asking. I don't even need you to jump out of the way like that guy. Now, it's cool that you do, and I appreciate it every single time, I don't need you to. What I do need you to do is try to not kill me. Use your blinker, let me know what you're gonna do. That's it. That's it. If you use your blinker, even if you don't look, and you leave it all up to me, if you use that blinker, I'm not hitting you. I can predict where you're going if you got a blinker on. Do you wanna know why? Because your blinker lets me know where you're going. I know, shocker. Alrighty, and now we are hitting the carpool lane. Here's another PSA. In California, that's the only state that I can attest to, it's 100% legal for a motorcycle to enter the carpool lane, aka the HOV lane. As a motorcyclist, anytime you're on the highway and there's an HOV lane, you should be in it. You should actually be in the leftmost lane pretty much any time, just because it's the safest. You don't have to worry about cars from another direction. You only got to worry about cars from 3 directions instead of 4. That's safer. But yeah, if you're a motorcyclist and you have a carpool lane and you're legally allowed to get in it, do it as soon as possible. I don't care what you got to do to get over there. Just get into it. You're gonna be safer. I was wondering, do other states have carpool lanes? I know this is probably a dumb question. If this is stupid, I'm joking. Do other states have carpool lanes? I think they do. But I don't know. Oh, look at this beautiful sky, everybody. Nothing beats a morning sunrise in California. In California. Some people were asking me if I have any other hobbies besides motorcycles, and I do, but at the moment, not really. Like at this exact moment in time, no. I do love other things. I have played golf at a pretty high level ever since high school. Not anymore because it's not competitive, but when I was in high school, I played at a really high level. And I've always golfed through college now. I haven't golfed for about 6 months though because of the motorcycles. I've been really grinding social media and it doesn't leave me a lot of time, but I do love some golf. Especially here in Southern California, we have some of the most beautiful courses in the world. Other than that, I also play video games. I know, nerd. But yeah, video games sometimes in my spare time. Again, not so much right now. I'm also a big reader. I always try to read. Super into fantasy, science fiction, and actually non-fiction as well. I read a lot of biographies about people. That's always fun. Really into history of the United States, U.S. presidents, that type of stuff. I love it. I'm also super into camping. Once again, that's actually something that I combined with the motorcycle hobby when I got the Africa Twin. Moto camping. That's a good time. Let's go ahead, hop on over. And we're going to split to the front of this turn lane. That guy wasn't even close. But anyways, I think I'm going to have to go ahead and call it there. This has been My Morning Ride, episode 4. It was fun. It was fun. It's a good little decompress right before work. And I'm happy to be doing it. Today we talked about, amazing things. Just little safety things about motorcycles. How cars can be safer for motorcyclists. And tons of other things. If you have any suggestions for topics that you'd like to hear, please go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I read all of them and respond to all of them, and I'll make sure that your topic gets brought up in the next episode of My Morning Ride, or My Evening Ride. Yeah, it's still not, I don't like it. It's not going to be great. That's okay. But yeah, thanks guys. Bye-bye.